Thank you, Nicole. Thank you for the summary. It was really good and enlightening. One of the things that I want people to understand is this bill is about reducing the amount of carbon in our atmosphere, reducing the amount of carbon in Washington State, but using an incentive. We're using a carrot rather than a stick. And it's funny to me, I've been told about this bill that it's expensive. Well, one of the things that's interesting to me is, so are all the proposals expensive, but this one just requires Washington State to invest rather than making the taxpayers invest. This bill also considers baseload generation. One of the things that we have to be careful of as we do the good work we do here in Olympia is that we don't create a system that is no longer reliable, that creates brownouts, that causes our transmission system jeopardy. The amazing part for me on this is we worked all summer on a way to create incentives and create credits for forest fire management. And as we know, this summer we've released a lot of carbon in forest fires over the last 8 years. We can do better, and this bill incents that. If you think about it and we can quantify it and we can reduce the amount of carbon released in forest fires, and we know that our coal fire generation is going away in Washington State, and we work hard to make sure that we have no new generation coming online, we are sitting, I think, on the precipice of a 98% carbon-free environment with this bill. Other couple pieces that I think are important is around what we invest in. What do we put our money on? You know, it's important for the state to understand that if you pick a technology, if you pick a winner and a loser, then we have problems. And I can point to canola oil as a problem. I can point to choosing technologies that don't necessarily fit as a problem. But what this does is it creates incentive and it creates an open playing field, whether it's geothermal investment or wind investment or solar investment or micro generation investment or distributed investment. If we do it in a green, carbon-free way, the state will then support it and put its money where its mouth is. Not just platitudes, but actual dollars. The last part for me is the energy companies in our state have had a real trying time with being able to find ways to invest their carbon mitigation. What we've used is the electrical vehicle system that we have in Washington State today to give them the opportunity to invest into their own territories and their own ratepayers an EV system that will work for them and be more flexible. So one of the things that I will say in closing on this bill is it's not perfect. Yes, it is based on the idea of tax incentives, and I know some parties have problems with tax incentives. But I think what made Washington State great in the first place is the ability for all of us to work together to find public-private partnerships, to reduce waste, to be innovative. And if we encourage innovation, we can start reducing pollution tomorrow. If we pass a cap and tax bill, all we're doing is allowing polluters to pay to pollute. And we're not reducing anything but raising money for our coffers. So this bill drives right up the middle of all the bills that you're going to see in the next couple weeks. There's things in it that people really like the forest practices I've heard is very good, and there's some things in it that people are concerned about. I wanted to have something other than just a mandate on the table, and I wanted to have something on it that actually went to work today in Washington reducing pollution and not waiting till tomorrow. Thank you.